Good morning, YouTube. Just going through a quick back test for the silver bullets from last week. This is Monday the 31st. So going into the session here, we would have the London, Asia highs and lows marked out, and we'd be waiting for one of those to be taken. So this gets taken actually a little bit before the silver bullet hour starts. So there's really no opportunity to get an entry here. None of the fair value gaps get filled before we come all the way back down here. So this counts as a liquidity grab. Um, you took this uh, swing low here, took some equal lows here, took just everything but this last little bit. So I would definitely be, counting this as a stop hunt, looking for longs. Liquidity has been taken, so I look for my entry. Uh, the first opportunity for an entry doesn't come until up here. So there's good displacement right here. This tells me we're most likely going to move buy side. So, even after this consolidation and then seeing some more displacement up here, swings broken, fair value gap created but not tapped. So no entry there. The first time you get an entry opportunity is on this fair value gap right here. And for my stop, um, I always add one tick to the fair value gap. So that'd be my entry. And pretty sure I would have went 3.5 points right here just to get a tick below this fair value gap. I like to use 5 points, but 5 points wouldn't have taken me below the swing. So my own kind of personal rule is to go 3 to 5 points. If I can't get five, then I'm looking for closer to three, because that usually means I'm farther up into the move and I don't want to risk as much. So here would have been my entry, target 5 points, and there would have been a win. That'd have been kind of painful. It's a high resistance move right here, back and forth, back and forth. But if you stick it out, it does win. So, sometimes you're going to get this. Sometimes you're going to get it to move straight up, hit your 5 points and all is good. But other times you have to be a little more patient. And you even had opportunities to add here if you wanted to. Um, maybe not. It's hard to say. Different circumstances dictate kind of how you move each day. But definitely had other chances to get in and make that a really solid trade. So then we move through lunch. Um, Approaching the second silver bullet window, I'm using lunch highs and lows as well as session. I'm looking for one of those to get broken. So here's my lunch low, here's my lunch high, here's my session high, and then actually lunch low is also the session low. So coming into the silver bullet second hour, kind of waiting for one of these to be tapped, and it doesn't happen until we get almost to the end of the session, but we do get a good punch down here. Liquidity is taken, and um, then we're looking for our entry. So same thing, you got two fair value gaps here that don't get tapped. So on the first one, I would have been able to use my full 5 points to get up under a couple ticks under the swing. Second fair value gap, let's see how that works out. Not quite. It would have needed to be a little over that. So I'd have probably went with my normal, 3 points or so. One tick above. Would have got me below this fair value gap, which that would have been comfortable. I'd have kind of a double level of resistance before I would have got stopped out, counting these two bullish fair value gaps. But definitely get displacement here. You get a swing high broken, break a structure, fair value gap created right here, and then for a stop loss, 3 points would be perfect. Take me one tick below this fair value gap right here. As far as targeting, I'm going to take a partial right here. And I think that's just almost at 4 something. So 475, that's close enough. I would have targeted that. And then I would have had my runner up here for another, I would have targeted the lunchtime high. So it would have been a great trade. Easy. This one is a real low resistance. It just screams straight to the top. And we see that a lot in the last 15 minutes of the session or so. I'm sure if I pulled up BR Lens data, it would also show that there was a max extension high probability in the last part of the session. So that's just a couple quick trades. There's one easy trade in each silver bullet hour. That's pretty consistent with, sometimes you can get more, but if you can get 5 handles per session, that's 10 handles in a day, and with this one, it would have been, substantially more than that. So definitely a high probability setup. Just a few criteria to be met. Very easy for those of you that are new or struggling. Definitely want to recommend that you start, trying to implement this into your trading program. I, can't say enough about how well this hits and how easy it is to perform with just a few basic rules. And it's about as mechanical as you can get. I mean, you've got one step, you're waiting for the liquidity grab. So check off that box. Next step, you're waiting for displacement. Okay, we've got good displacement here. Um, Next would be just looking for a break structure, and we get that right here. Get it up here too. Could have taken an entry right here. It's kind of high in the range though, but criteria are still met. But definitely right here is your perfect entry for this. And then you get your fair value gap and a retest, and that's all you really need to take this trade over and over and over again. And high probability, high win rate, nice 5 points per handle. You just can't beat it. So just a quick little video here to kind of reinforce what we're trying to do here and show you how easy this can be to implement. So have a great day. That's it.